Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, just yesterday we played the playoffs for the Queso Cup. We actually had such an intense finals match versus IX, so we're going to be going over those games with you guys today. Hopefully you guys do enjoy because this was such an intense series. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're not going to show you every single game, otherwise the video would be over an hour long, but we're going to show you at least 2 games per set, probably a win and loss, so that way you guys learn from our losses and you learn from our wins. But let's get into them. All right, guys, hopping into the first game of the series on Hot Zone dueling Beetles. Now, the bans were they banned Ruffs and Byron, I believe, and we banned Max Stu. We did not want to play Stu. We weren't quite just used to Stu just yet. But anyways, guys, we're going to be going Amber, Mr. P, Jesse, and we're going to be going Mr. P mid, dropping the porters on their thrower as much as possible. That way he's going to have a hard time dealing with it, and he's going to have to get his teammates probably to help him out to take that out. But anyways, guys, we're going to be pushing up into the zone, trying to get him as much time as we can, while also trying to charge our porters. Now, you see here, me and Zulon switch lanes. That was a good play by us, just because I was starting to get low. Zulon had more HP. That way he can collect time, and they can't really kill him in the mid. And then I can just go over and start charging my super. So now I have my super. Tyron is controlling his right lane really well here. And we see Chepo's low, trying to kill him. And second is also low. So here we're like split target, trying to kill one of them. And we at least get Chepo there while our teammates take out second. So now we're in full control, looking very solid right now. We have our turret. We have our Amber super on the left side. And they're going to have a hard time coming back into the zone. And all we have to do really here is just not panic, just slowly pick away at their HP, let them come to us and make mistakes, because it is extremely hard there. You will see I go down to the tick head, so that was a good play by Kang to take us out there, and now they have some sort of opening to get into the mid. So now you'll see Zulon maybe pushed a little too far up, but he's going to be doing a good job. He gets Chepo down actually and stays alive, so well played to Zulon there. And we're over here trying to pick away at second's HP. Now he does get the turret out, and this is going to take a little bit of time to take out, so we have to back up and slowly pick away at this turret before we can push in. And now we have our porters again that we have to replace because they took them out. And this is looking a pretty close game so far. I mean, we are in the lead by around 30%, and now second will go down as well as Zulon, and we're over here on this right side with a lot of HP, so we're going to try to push up. Kang blocks 2 of our shots, unfortunately, so if you ever see a tick, use his gadget. Make sure you try to time your shots, wait for it to burn out, and then that way you can get more damage. And yeah, so Tyron is going to pop his super in the mid. It gets insta pop there, so maybe he should have placed it a little bit higher, but again, that was still not too bad because we are just winning this game, and they could not get control back once we gained control. So we are going to win the first game of the series. Pretty strong win to start us off with a pretty good control comp, but things get a little bit messy here in the next couple games, so let's get into them. All right, guys, skipping to the 4th game. This one was an extremely close game. This is why we're going to be showing this game. But anyways, guys, right now the series is 2-1 in Hot Zone for us. We did win one game as well, as they picked up a win themselves. Now they're going this pretty crazy wall breaker comp. We were hoping they went the squishy thrower comp, and then that way we could have just out healed them, and there's no way they could win this game. But you'll see this comp gets control right away, so we are going to be able to get a lot of percent pretty quickly. Tyron gets a nice roll onto the 8-bit, gets that kill, and he's making work up in that left lane there. He's doing as much as he can. He maybe should have saved that roll, but again, not too bad. Now Zulon will also go down, and we're going to just try to stay alive as much as we can here. We're going to go extremely low, but we do save our life. And now they're just going to break all the walls, and they're going to melt us from a distance. Now this comp is very good versus what we have, because they just do so much damage. They're going to stand in the 8-bit turret, and they're going to do an insane amount of damage, and we're just trying to collect time as much as possible. You'll see Zulon is literally not even swinging. He's just trying to stay alive, heal up, and cause as much pressure as we can. So here I'm trying to charge my super, which I got pretty close to, and we're just going to wait to push together. You see, we don't do anything panicky because we need to push together. Now unfortunately Tyrant will go down, and I think I'll go down as well. So they have full control right now, and they have the 8-bit turret. This game was looking extremely difficult to come back, but we knew we had to play as a team. So Tyrant will unfortunately get popped, and you'll see Zulon is going to make this pretty crazy bubble play here. He does get 2 bubbles, taking them out, bringing them super low, making them back up, and this is where we somewhat gain back control. So well played to Zulon there. We were just healing him as much as we could. And now we have some control, but it's not going to last very long because they have the insane damage. So you'll see both of our tanks are getting melted as much as possible. Now here we knew we were close to super, so we just pushed up a little bit, tried to get our super, Tyrant's going to roll in, cause some more pressure, and all we're trying to do is stall as long as we can. But unfortunately, again, the 8-bit is what is going to destroy us here, and we're just trying to do anything possible here to get control. Now, Zuan, I told Zuan just to wait there, because if he walks up by himself with only one target to focus at, they're going to absolutely melt him. And then now Tyrant's going to roll in, because Tyrant is our initiator, really. And there's nothing... look, you'll see here, I almost been able to kill them all, but unfortunately they do too much damage, and they do have probably the better comp there in that matchup. But nonetheless, I think we played that pretty well, but they do get that win, tying the series at 2-2. But we're not going to show the last game, because it would be too many games, but they did win the last game, so they won the 5th game, winning the 1st set. So let's get into the 2nd set. All right, guys, hopping into the 1st game of the 2nd set on Ice 4. Now, we went with a pretty well-rounded comp again, which was Sprout, Amber, 8-bit, and they're going to have Mr. P, 8-bit, Sprout, which is again pretty good. It's actually a pretty close matchup here, so like either comp can definitely win this game. And you'll see me in second just trading blows, and unfortunately I had to use a gadget, so technically second is winning that trade there. And we do have our super, but we are tanking so many shots, so we do take out, or we do use 2 gadgets, and now we're going to be put at a disadvantage later on in the game, and you'll see it really does cost me using so many gadgets at the start. So I should have played that start a little bit slower. I wanted to gain control, and unfortunately it didn't even work out, because we did lose control pretty quickly after. But our teammates are doing a great job. So Tyrant now gets his super, and we're looking pretty good here. So we're going to be trying to take out Kang's super. That is going to help Tyrant win his lane, and we're also going to, we see that there's a Mr. P porter there as well, so we're going to try to take that out as well, taking out as much spawnables as we can. Now here I had to juke and dodge, because I did not have any more gadgets left. I wasted them all at the start of the game. And now you're going to see it's pretty even. They do have control of mid, so second is playing well in the mid there. He does go extremely low. Maybe he doesn't have any more gadgets. I'm not sure. I was not counting, but he went extremely low. And if we were able to get that kill, this game would have went a lot differently there. But either way, we're trying to heal up while not getting tagged by second, and we're trying to grab some of these gems. But unfortunately, you'll see he tags us there, and it makes it really risky for us to walk up since we have no more gadgets. So we do pick up 1 gem, trying to get those other ones, but unfortunately, it's just such a risky play. Now you'll see Kang gets a nice shot on us, bringing us low again, and Tyrant is pushing up this left lane. Zuon has the right lane all fired off, and they're just basically contesting mid here. So Tyrant is going to grab 1 gem and teleport out, and now all we need is 1 more gem, and this is where things get really dicey, because they know we need 1 more gem. They are going to be peppering that gem as soon as we pick it up, and so you have to be smart about this. You can't just walk up and grab it, or otherwise they're going to kill you, and then they'll probably be able to turn the game around, and I think that might be what they do here. So again, there's so many gems in the mid. They do pick up 2, and now there is 2 more gems in the mid, and basically even if you pick up those gems, the other team will have time to stop the countdown. So we pick up 1, but it costs us a lot of our HP. We do take out Chepo, which is a huge kill there, and then second is going to go low mid here. If we hit 1 more shot, I believe we would have killed them. We ended up shooting our wall there for no reason. That didn't help anything. That wall actually probably made it worse for us. So here we go pick up the gems, and Chepo makes a smart play in just running us down. It was a dumb play by us, and it will probably cost us the game there. As you see, I don't think we can actually come back. So guys, all I can give for a tip there is just don't panic. Don't play too aggressive. Those gems were sitting there for almost a minute long, and we made the mistake. We went too aggressive to pick them up. We got a little bit greedy, and we paid the price, and we do lose the first game of the set. That was my bad, but my team did not get mad at me or anything. They just said, okay, it doesn't matter. Next game, let's get the next game. So, you know, my bad for that one, but let's get into another one. All right, guys, hopping into the 3rd game of the series. Now, we did pick up 1 win, so that it's tied 1-1 right now. And we do go with pretty much a similar comp to what we went with the first game. Now they do go a Mortis Poco comp, which is basically supposed to be a Sprout counter here, and it does pretty much is a Sprout counter. I have to avoid the Mortis as much as possible, trying to get on the Sandy or the Poco, but my team is going to do a great job in taking out the Mortis. 8-bit actually melts Mortis as soon as he dashes in, and Mortis can't really do anything. So we do pick up Kang here, I believe, and now we're looking pretty solid. We knew Chepo was right in front of us here, and we're going to be trying to focus Chepo while second is going to, and while our team takes out Mortis. So we're going to be pushing Chepo back all the way, and then we do actually get that kill. So here we're just going to block off Mortis, try to protect ourselves as much as can, and we're going to be calling for 8-bit to come over to help us, because Mortis is such a hard counter to Sprout. It's an extremely hard matchup for me. The only way I win this is if I really block this off. You'll see right there, I block second's dash. So saving my life for a little bit longer. And we knew he's trying to come onto me, right? There's no other way. I'm the easiest target for him, and we do unfortunately just miss that block off. But we have gadgets, we have a bunch of shots here, and he's super low. So we're just going to be playing it slow while our teammate picks up the gems. And with the help of the porters, he's not going to be able to dash on us and kill us. So our team basically had full control the entire game. All we did was avoid the mortis as much as we could. And this is why we're going to be able to control this game and win this game. And we did it. So I think this game was in favor of them, and we did a pretty good job of, you know, switching the matchups when we needed to. And we played a pretty well game there, blocking off the mortis as much as we could. So we do pick up that win. Are going to go up 2-1 in this series. So let's get in the next one. All right, guys. So they did end up winning the next 2 games of gem grab to win that set. So they are up 2-0. We cannot afford to give up any more sets. No more mistakes. We needed to win every single set from here on out. So let's get into the third one. All right, guys. Hopping into the first game of the third set. Now we cannot afford to lose this set. Otherwise, we just lose the finals completely and then we get sweep. So we're going to be playing a pretty standard Mr. P 8-bit Amber comp, while they went with basically the same, and they just switched Penny for Mr. P, which is kind of a counter to Mr. P, but it's nothing crazy where this game is unwinnable for us. This is definitely still a very even game. Anyone can win this one. Again, they do pick up this kill on us on this left side. Chepo uses his speed to gain control and to gain into our distance, or into range of us, and then he just melts us. So there's nothing really we can do once he gets into that range. But we're going to be taking out that 8-bit turret on the top left. That is our job as much as we can. We're going to take out the penny porters, or the penny turrets, the 8-bit turrets. We're going to be taking out all the turrets in the game if we can, and that is mostly our job because no one else on our team can really take them out. So Penny does get her turret now, and we do know it's going to go down somewhere, and that is what our focus is, to try to take that out. But first, we do need control to be able to take that out. So I believe Zuan's going to go down, and we're going to catch on fire here, and I think we're going to go down as well. So Tyrant is the last man standing to try to stall as long as he can, and he's going to do a great job of doing that. So he is going to be stalling as long as he can. And again, we're going to be able to come back into the mid. So they didn't punish us too hard when 2 of our players were down. So we got a little bit lucky there. And again, now we're just going to try to gain control on this left side. Now Chepo is low. While he is low, we're going to be taking out that penny turret, because that turret is causing so much pressure for us and our team. We can't really do much when that turret is up. So Tyrant is going to go low. Zuan is going to die, but we do have decent control here. So now we know that the penny turret is over there. We're going to try to take it out. We do take out Penny at least, and Chepo is going to punish us if we get any closer to that turret. So we almost take out Chepo. Chepo gets us the better hand of us, and he does take us out there. So well played to Chepo. Chepo played actually pretty insane this entire series. So anyway, Zuan is going to go down, and we just keep cycling our deaths here. So we played pretty sloppy, I would say, compared to how we usually play. A lot more chaos in this entire series, and that is because IX put the pressure on us. They don't let us get control, and they're such a great team that, you know, they do not let us just play the way we want to play. They make us make mistakes, and that is why you're going to see so many deaths inside the game. Now either way, guys, this is going to get really close here. So they do have full control, and the walls are going down with the ball into a pretty poor position for us, and we're just going to be trying to take out as much of their stuff as we can. So we know they have penny turret, they have 8-bit turret, and we're going to try to take it out, but Chepo is not going to let us do that. He does a great job into making sure his turrets don't go down, and we're going to be going extremely low, and we're trying to heal up here, but Tyrant gets tagged while he's healing, and then I'm going to go on fire, and if I was there to stop that goal, I probably just would have died. There's nothing really I don't think I could have done to save that goal. So they do pick up the first game of the third set, looking pretty grim to turn this around, but we never gave up. We'll get into the next one. All right, guys, skipping into the fourth game, we are up 2-1. We won the next 2 games, and now we are on set point here. So we are switching things around. I'm going to be playing Piper. Tyrant is going to be playing Mr. P, and Zuan's going to go back to the Amber here. So we went Piper because Piper has a pretty good matchup versus Amber and 8-bit. You can actually outrange them, so if you play it right, but again, they can just play it a little bit better, and Piper won't be that good. Once they get control, Piper has a really hard time regaining the control there. So you do see us miss the curveball, and guys, I know it is homemade recipe, but we do call it a curveball, so that's what we're going to be calling it from now on. So we do walk up there, and second is going to burst us here, but he's going to go low, and then we're going to almost hit Chepo there, and Chepo's going to get control of this right side. So it's looking pretty hard here. Now you'll see he fires off the mid, so I can hardly even walk mid here, and I basically have to play out of this left side. So that fire by Chepo is very smart play by him. And then now you'll see He does get that burnt, but I don't know if he did that by accident or what, but now we can actually walk into the mid. So we had to push up this left lane, and that is what we're going to be doing while our teammates try to take out Chepo. We're going to be holding as long as we can. We were trying to take out that 8-bit turret. We did miss there, but here you'll see we're going to just try to hold versus Kang and second as long as we can, trying to dodge the briefcases, the bounces. You can kind of time the bounce and walk forward at the same time, and then that way you can avoid the briefcase. But anyway, you'll see me and Zuan trying to do what we can here. So we did tag 8-bit twice there. He's going to go extremely low. And now, again, this is still looking very, very shaky right now. No one has the clear control, but we're going to break that wall there to take out the Mr. P porter. And then Tyrant's going to do a nice job. Second is going to go down. Chepo is going to go down. And here, I believe Kang is going to go down. It was pretty close, but we do take him out. And we do take out the porter. So now we don't have to panic here. We don't have to try to go for a goal. We get the control. That is what we wanted. And we do take out their porters. So that is going to be an advantage for us while we have ours up. So second is going to hit a huge clip on us. And we have to back up and heal. So we're just telling our team, don't go too aggressive. Play it kind of slow. While we heal up. So now we're back full HP, and we're going to push up. So we do take out Chepo there. We're going to hit second. Second is going to go extremely weak. I think we go to curveball him, so a smart TP by him to save his life. And now we're going to take out that 8-bit turret, and he's going to go low, but he had to back up for that. So now we have full control. Now we could have broke this wall. We talked about it. Honestly, the walls were going to go down in a couple seconds. Unfortunately, Zuan hit the wall and then cornered it, so it made it even harder for us to score here. But we're going to hit some nice shots. We're going to super pass it to Zuan. Zuan's just going to put it in, and we are going to win that. So we win our first set. Now IX is still leading 2-1 in sets. We still need to win 2 more to come back. But let's get into the fourth set. All right, guys, hopping into the first game of the fourth set here. We are going to go with double thrower BB. Double thrower BB is a strong comp. The only problem is your defense. Your defense isn't amazing, but you can you have such good offense, and you can almost one push if you have a good offense here. So Zuan is going to be doing a great job. Unfortunately, Tyrant's going to go down, and we're going to have to be popping a gadget here. So Zuan's going to distract while we grab that bolt, excuse me. And now they do have a lot of control, but I believe we're going to be getting this bot, so we should be able to regain control with the bot. And we just have to deal with these porters, which is so annoying. You'll see the porters are actually just I hate porters so much because as Sprout, if it takes 2 shots, takes almost all your ammo to take them out, and then they always just follow you around and just deal so much damage. So we do get our wall here, and we're going to be blocking off that right side, making them come all the way around, and then Zuan has, you know, more time on his right side to do what he wants here. So we're going to be helping the right side because Tyrant is doing absolutely amazing job on this left side, 2v1ing, and he's going to be taking them low. We're going to come over to help just a little bit so second doesn't get in that grass and gadgets. And then Zuan, all he's going to do is really just control this right side, not try to kill Chepo, just because Chepo is just going to get his porters like he just did. And we're just trying to get the bolts. We don't really care about killing them all. So we do get a nice wall there, blocking that off for Zuan so he can pick up that bolt and Chepo couldn't. And now we're going to be put in a really weird spot. If they pushed up here, they could have killed us. But I don't know if they knew that we were in that situation there. So all we have to do here is try to protect Tyrant, because Tyrant is the most damage onto their safe. Now, this was the messiest push we've ever done. Zuan is going to go up there, and he's going to get melted by 2 of them. He should have probably played it slower, waited for some of our help, because second was holding us back there. And now we're put in a weird spot where we do get 1 kill, but we need more of the bolts, and Tyrant's going to get pinched by both of them while we take out the porters. And then it's kind of just messy from here. The wall is blocking off the gems, so Zuan has to wait for that to go down anyway, and then they're just going to be collecting bolts at that time. So now they basically, I don't think we can come back and bolt lead, so we have to defend somehow, or we have to try to dive. So if you're ever going to lose the third bot, you're going to try to get as much percentage. You're going to want to take out their thrower. So here we have to take out Kang, basically. Or we have to take out Kang and second, considering they're both throwers. But we're not going to be able to do so because Chepo is going to do a good job pushing up on us. And at this point, there's no way we can defend. And they are going to win that first game. So third bot power, that's kind of what it is. If you're when in doubt and you win the third bot, you're probably going to win the game. They do pick up the first win of the fourth set. Let's hop into another one. All right, guys, hopping into the second game of the fourth set, we stuck with the same comp. We were pretty confident that it was just kind of the execution there. We could have played that a little bit better, you know, maybe just through one of the bots. That way we could have won the third one, or you know, something different there. But we knew that our comp was pretty solid. We just had to play it a little bit better. So second is going to go really low here, and we're going to be trying to just take out his grass as soon as we get our super. We're going to be going to grab that bolt for Tyrant there. Now he does block us off, and we're going to kind of do the same, but Zuan is going to go down, and I believe it's going to be a tie. Yeah, again, this is getting pretty dicey here. Tyrant's going to be doing as much as he can, doing a great job, and we're going to be trying to take out second there. He does get that gadget off just to save his life. Now that turret is going to go down, so they place that turret a little bit too close to us throwers, and Zuan's going to be trying to do work here as much as he can, try to stay alive. And again, we're going to be looking to take out these porters, and then now we're looking pretty solid. So this is a close bot here, so we might have to all in if we do get this bot. So it's looking pretty solid, 9-5 right now, and we do have control. And we are going to be, Zuan is going to take out Chepo, and they're going to be low on this left side with a nice bubble to keep them damaged there, so they're not going to be able to heal right away. And now we again have full control. We're going to take out second there, and I believe we're going to almost 3-tab Kang here. I don't know, maybe not. So never mind, that was a different play. But anyway, we're looking pretty solid. We do have 3-6 for the next one. So we are going to look to get a lot of damage here as much as we can, just in case we do lose the third bot. And again, second is just going to try to kill Tyrant, because Tyrant is the most damage. But we do almost one push here, so we're looking pretty solid, and we're looking like we can be able to hold here. So we're going to help Zuan on this right side as much as we can, because he's getting pushed by two of them. So we get a nice bounce onto Kang there, taking him out and getting Chepo low. And then Zuan's going to come over. He should just really keep pressuring Mr. P there, because we're going to be able to grab all the bolts, and then Kang is not going to be able to push back into the lane, because we are just going to pepper him as soon as he gets back. So at this point, they have no way of coming back, and we are going to win this game. And we're going to get the third bolt, and I believe we're just going to dive here soon to win this game. Or maybe not, or right here. So we're just going to just dive to finish this game quickly here. So we are going to win the second game, going 1-1 for set. So we did win the next two games, which is going to bring us to the final set. And if we win this last set, we are going to be the Queso Cup champions. So let's get into the last set. All right, guys, hopping into the first game of the last set here. We are going to be playing a mirror comp. Now we are going to go Mr. P, and we're going to go on this right lane by ourselves. We're going to try to hold versus the two of them. Now we don't have to win this lane. All we're trying to do is charge our super and not let them push into this grass. And we're going to punish them if they do. So you'll see Chepo trying to push up. We're going to be hitting him a bit there. Zuan's going to get a nice curveball to not let him get any control. And now we're going to get tagged, and we're going to have to heal up a little bit, but it's not too bad. So Zuan's going to pop 2 curveballs. It is a lot of gadgets used already, but we do get the control. So we do get what we wanted there for our gadget use. Zuan's going to get a shot on the safe, but he's going to have to jump out. Now it's going to look a little bit weird here, because I'm trying to stay alive, heal up as much as I can. I'm going to be pushing up on Kang, getting that kill, getting our super. Now we do have porters over them, and that is going to be a huge advantage going into this mid control game. So now Zuan is in the mid right now, trying to tap them and get a little bit of damage on the save. Zuan is mostly our damage, me and Zuan. Tyrant is basically just a beast on the lane with his fire. He's going to try to just hold him back as much as he can. Now we're going to get sniped there by second, and we're all going to go down. So we do lose the control, which is a mistake there, and we get our porters taken out. So now it's not looking too great, but with a nice shot by Zuan there, and I believe we are looking not too bad. We're looking to get a kill, so we might be able to kill Kang there. He's really low, so we're going to be able to get our porters back. And we're just looking for an opening kill here to regain control. We did a great job of regaining control. And this map is so control based, it is actually really hard to regain control. But anyways, we are looking solid here. I'm on this left lane trying to take out his porters. I do know he has more, but you might as well just take him out just in case he can take out his next ones. So either way here, we're going to be looking solid. We do have the lead. We're not looking to make any super crazy plays. We're just trying to play it slow, and we do have Kang low here on this left side, but you'll see basically this is a very close stalemate. No one is trying to make a mistake. Everyone's waiting for that last push scenario, because that's what it's going to come down to. Now Zuan hits some nice shots, so that is going to give us the sign to push up a little bit. Now again though, but if we push up too far and second hits a couple shots on us, it's going to be a big mistake. Now Kang does go low, so we are trying to take him out. But we do get sniped, so we have to play it slow. We're going to push up with our porters, and this is going to get really close here, because they're going to go for the last minute push, and you see it right here. Kang is going to go in. We're trying to take him out as fast as possible. They do get the damage lead here, I believe. Zuan's going to jump in, hit the safe, and win that game with that last shot. So if you see the replay, Zuan with an amazing jump in, and snipes the safe to win that game. So close. We're all screaming we got to get a little bit of damage because we knew they were going to take the lead there. And Zuan with the nice heads up play jumps mid, gets that shot. We do win the first game of the last set. So let's get into the next one. Okay, so this is the fourth game of the Kaboom Canyon. Now they did end up winning one, and we also won one, so we're up 2-1. We're on match point. We're on game point basically. If we win this, we win the entire thing. Now we're going to be going something a little bit different. We're going to go Jesse. This was a bit of a risk here, but you know, with a great pick from Raz suggested this, so we decided to go with it. Now Zuan is going to go down, but he does get his porters right away, so we are losing the mid control game here, but that's just because they have Sprout and they have so much HP to deal with. But we do have the porters to help with that. So again, we're trying to keep the Sprout out as much as possible, drop the porters on him, and we're going to be trying to somehow regain control. So Tyron is going to be doing a great job on this left lane, and he's going to be even helping mid here. So we're going to be able to take out Kang. So great plays by Tyrant, nice shots there, and that is going to be kind of the opening we need to get control of this mid here. So you'll see it, me and Zuan try to push up, try to take out that turret, which we do. Now the only way to push up really is if I have a turret like that, or someone gets a kill. So we're going to be popping our turret, and then we're just going to spam heal it as much as we can while our teammates are doing work. And so it does go down, but we do get a little bit of damage and we do get control. Now there is fire in the mid, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't really allow us to go mid. If Chepo is paying attention, he's going to be able to light us on fire here. So Zuan is going to go low. He's going to have to heal up. I'm also pretty low, and we're just trying to stall. Zuan gets tagged, unfortunately, stops his healing, but Tyrant's doing a great job on this left lane. Now, Second does a nice wall and actually blocks him off, but he still has that fire there, so it still makes Chepo have to play slow. And now Chepo is going to come over and fire off this lane as well. So now it's put us in a really weird spot here. Luckily, he did light that on fire, so we can kind of walk up. Now we were switching lanes because we did not want to deal with the fire. And we're going to drop our turret here, and they're going to have a hard time dealing with it. Second is going to push up here, and me and Zuan are just going to pinch him as much as we can. We are going to take him down. Now Chepo's pushing up on that right lane, and Zuan's going to go down, but just before he does, he gets a couple shots on the safe, so good heads up play by him. And now we do have the lead. We do have to just hold this game, and it is going to be hard to hold, though. They do have a lot of openings here, so we do almost get Kang, so we're going to be able to push up, I believe. And now we're looking to just get control. So we're going to drop our turret just to gain some control. Chepo's going to go one shot, almost die there. And then Zuan's going to push up on Kang, get that kill, I believe. And he drops supporters in their base. Just kind of distracting them as much as you can. There is 10 seconds left, but they do have the time if they get onto our safe. Now, all we have to do is basically kill Chepo here. So great kills by Zuan to get the kill on Chepo. And now I don't think Kang can actually come back. We're just going to tank the shots, and we are going to win that game. So we do complete the reverse sweep, guys. It was such an intense series. We never doubted ourselves at one point in the game. We knew we could come back, and we made the comeback. So GG's to IX. It was so close of a series, probably our closest series we had in a very long time. So they played extremely well. They made us make mistakes. I hope to see them very soon because that was in crazy games. So we are going to be the Queso Cup champions. Now, if you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below your favorite play of the video. See you in the next one. Peace.